Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina would appear to be a far cry from the classics, but Chaucer would be very proud of the fight that his Chanticleers will bring to the teal. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Liberty Flames, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Flames will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down here for the offense. And a quick shuffle pass underneath. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like,
Oh, it's loose! And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back.
Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they look like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. first down for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the ball squirts out deep in their own end. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown, Liberty. The defense with the scoop and score. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Here's the handoff. forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
The shot that clears will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
At the 40, there he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And the shot that clears are rolling down the field. And the ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Flames. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. It was such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Now on 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The shot that clears line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the returner will be brought down. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
first down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Flips it out to the back. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Got his man out of the backfield. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to fire on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to run for it. And the Chanticleer is brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Getting some heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
On third down, he drops the throw. Safe completion on the screen. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Chanticleers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to fire to the left. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Liberty! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Coastal Carolina.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it off.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. The RPO, it's complete. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Chanticleers will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score! Touchdown, Flames! That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Rutgers is piling on the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up 14 over the Coyotes. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do it looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Sends it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Flames send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry. Lost one deep down the right side. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them in.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more, whether it's screen.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be in it.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump the throw and pick it off.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Using his feet to buy time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him, and nobody's close. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll throw it on first down. Going over the top. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now. We got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. On the run, it's Frost. Open space at the 25. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now on first down from the 28. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going up top on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Complete downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
And the try is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. It's still up by 21. One more snap coming before halftime. He wants to throw. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The shot that clears will kick it away to start the second half.
Number 12, set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Give to the single back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. The Flames are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Just ran over it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense.
And he's running in the open. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
I love when the offensive line takes control, manhandles the defensive line, and that's why you get a big gain.
And the Flames have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, at this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Wide out in motion. They'll use the jet sweep to try to convert here. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Caught behind the line. It's Montgomery. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Coastal Carolina.
Fair catch called for and made. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Stands in and takes the hit. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to get to... He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball, placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got it.
Looking deep down the right side. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, shot to clear. My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down, and what do?
And it's picked off. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a two-point return.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the edge.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Throws to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
This is a career game for this linebacker. You don't see a lot of linebackers get 2 picks in a game, but this guy's done it. He's done an outstanding job in zone coverage and in man, and he's showing his coaching staff he's got pretty good ball skills too.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Makes his connection. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker. The Flames are threatening in the red zone. Running the red zone. It's Frost. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Motion from the offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. The score, Liberty 33, Coastal Carolina 13.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Snowed under by the defense.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Here comes the option. Tried to fight his way in, but they get him on the ground at the 2, and it's a 4th and goal stop.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're scaring at 3rd.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on path.
Off to the races to the right. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Costal.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Alabama is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over the Pandas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Unloads it left. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
Feeling some heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Chanticleer's in the hurry-up.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed. Coming from the outside, he was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Murray. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Defense just can't cover this guy. We've seen it all game long, whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, double coverage. They cannot find an answer for him. He's already got over 150 yards.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Quarterback now breaking the field. The throw. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's one of the only ways you're getting back in this game. You've had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And they'll knock him down. The shot that clears headed quickly to the line.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Got it on the outside. It's Applewhite. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And that's another shot to clear.
They'll throw it on first down. Skips away from pressure. Into the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this fourth quarter.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. On the move. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just destroying his way through the field. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're testing the right side here. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They're getting this guy lathered up.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score, so they might try to score again. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak.
Pickup of 2. It's now 2nd and goal.
No matter how much college football changes,